So basically, by looking at the dashboard in CommerceKit, we've enabled almost everything. Basically, I want to take a look at countdowns, especially because I will be selling early bird tickets. So there is a countdown timer that has to be enabled. And then you have a product countdown or a checkout countdown. So let's try the product one. So I want to enable the timer. I want to say while stock lasts. When does it end? In 15 days and 12 hours and 59 minutes. I can customize the labels. Do I want to hide it when finished? Yes. I can even show a custom message. And most importantly, the conditions. So I guess I want to apply this for a specific product, which is always the early bird. So I'm typing early, selecting early bird ticket and saving changes. And now if I go back to my product, look at this. So a new basically half-width section, which is the same height as the stock meter. And it comes with a custom message with the days, hours, and minutes and seconds. And look at where we are. We're very close to the call to action. So they can't miss this.
Exactly.
And this adds a little bit of urgency for people to buy the early bird until stock lasts.
Absolutely.
I can also enable a countdown on a checkout. So I can enable a countdown, give it a title like your ticket is reserved for semicolon, expiry message, ends in minutes or seconds. I think all the ticket websites, they have some sort of countdown timer.
They do. It's very effective. I mean, in reality, this is just a little bit of a push to somebody just to encourage the checkout. WooCommerce will eventually time out, but we just want to encourage people to check out quickly, because reality is if it's a busy site and other people are buying, stock levels do go down. So it's important to, let people be aware that they should buy quicker.
Excellent. So let's give it 10 minutes and 10 seconds just as a test, saving changes. And if I add my product to the cart and go to checkout, I should see now, I kind of like this. Like, I don't like, to be honest, the countdown timers on the checkout page. They put me under a lot of pressure and they put me off sometimes. But this is kind of minimal. Right. So it doesn't disturb the, customer. Then we have free shipping notification, I guess, to tell them how much money they need to add to the cart in order to unlock free shipping. So that's a super cool feature. And by the way, one of my most popular code snippets on Business Bloomer as well. So it seems like there is a big need for this kind of feature, especially for, e-commerce stores that use the free shipping as an average order value optimization.
Because shipping is expensive. I mean, I think as customers, we're kind of conditioned because of Amazon to, demand free shipping from everyone. And for smaller retailers, shipping is a sizable expense. So offering it means you must have a large enough order value really to justify the spend on that. So I think that's a very useful one for small retailers to enable.
Excellent. Okay, so that's the free shipping. Then we move on to the order bump. Now,
Yes.
The order bump looks interesting. Maybe you can tell us a little more about this.
Yeah, I mean, an order bump is a quick option for a customer to be able, with one click, to add an additional product to the cart, where usually the product is of a small enough value where they don't have to maybe think about it too much or dig into it in too much detail, which might distract from completing their order. So examples of order bumps might be something like, say, including a cable with a device, something that's maybe $5 to $10 would be an easy thing to just go, okay, I'll add that on. Maybe like a warranty, a guarantee, something kind of small, easy to add to the cart, just to increase that order bump without needing too much thought on the customer side.
Really cool. So let's suppose that I haven't decided yet, but to get people to purchase some swag. at this event. So I guess I can enable the order bump on the mini cart and the checkout page, go to these two sections, and basically tell Shoptimizer that I want to enable the order bump, that I want to select a product to offer, a swag, give it a title, title, button, and some conditions. So do I want to show it for all products?
Yeah, this is because you want to be able to offer something relevant to somebody who's has a particular product in the cart. You know, certain order bumps may not be very useful to offer depending on the cart contents.
So in the conditions, I can say I want to apply this only to specific categories. And the category would be in the ticket. So I'm going to offer something relevant to someone who is more likely to purchase this add-on or order bump, whatever you want to call it. I can then save, go back to the home page, open the mini cart, and perfect. So my product that belongs to the category that I've defined in the order bump settings is in the cart, which means that my order bump is showing right underneath. And by the way, once again, we're filling up white space with, conversion stuff. And in one click, I can add the swag and it will, refresh the mini cart, add the second item, and now they can check out with 2 items instead of 1. So basically this order bump works pretty well in the mini cart and would work well in the checkout page as well. I guess it will show under this section right here. So let's do a test. I'm going to add a new order bump. And now if I refresh the checkout page, oh, excellent. So right under the payment form, yes, and right before the place order button, I can see this very nice and minimal and not aggressive whatsoever upsell, if you want to call it so. And I can click on it, add to cart, and this will immediately be added. Perfect. Then we've seen the order bump, the badges, the gallery, the size guide. I guess that's specific if you're selling variable products. You might want to show extra information in a custom model, kind of link into a table, I guess. So you're wearing whatever, 11, or you're wearing European 45 and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be traditional thing to do with size guides, is to compare US sizes, UK, maybe for shoes or for clothing. But, size guides are interesting because I've seen other use cases. For example, I saw a very interesting plant store, and they use the size guide to actually show how large plants look in various rooms. So in a way, you can kind of be a little bit more interesting in terms of how it is sort of a size guide, isn't it? Like whether that plant would fit in a small apartment or a big one. So people are using it in kind of a little bit more unique ways.
And the size guide, as I can see here, it's a custom post type, basically. Right. So it will you will create a new post, and then you can load it here.
Exactly. And you can add any content you like.
Right. Excellent. So as you said, it doesn't only work for sizes. It could be absolutely anything as long as it makes sense and it helps the customer make a better decision. And this also avoids, a high refunds rate. So
exactly, that's
it's
crucial.
Really, really crucial and helpful. We've seen the sticky add to cart, stock meter, then waitlist and wish list. They're, things that should be coming out of the box with WooCommerce. There are super popular plugins out there, and you're including them here for free. So that's really generous of you. The waitlist, super helpful, especially for a website like mine, where people want to know when I start selling tickets.
Right.
So it's really cool. I can enable this. I guess it will show a waitlist buttons on the product image or whatever it's going to be, and people can sign up.
It replaces the add to cart for any products that are out of stock. It changes to add to waitlist, and it produces a little modal where you can capture a user's email address, their details, in order to contact them later when it's back in stock.
Perfect. So it actually shows a contact form, right?
Yes.
And the wish list, on the other hand, is something super helpful, specifically when you have hundreds of products in your shop, and you want to save some stuff in a wish list for a birthday or for someone or for yourself, and then go back later, so you can buy whenever you're ready or whenever the promo is coming up.
Right.
And stuff
it's definitely
like
for large catalogs.